I said that I would treat you, right?
You always take care of it. All I feel like I do is just...
What?
Nothing. I'm not going to fight over ham and eggs. Besides, you got plenty on your mind these days.
Well, you're right about that. I just still gone somewhere, lost out there, and I have all these maternal instincts just floating around with no place to go. So why don't you not worry about who's paying the check and just let me mother you a little bit?
Well, since you put it that way. Although I got to be honest, Nora. Mama's not the first word that comes to mind when I look at you.
I told Nora I'd meet her at the library, but I can't leave now. I've got to lean on her until she cracks.
Antonio, wait.
She said she was there at the pool hall the night I defended myself. She's the eyewitness I've been looking for.
I know, but you also said she's sticking to her story from 7 years ago.
All she needs is someone to jog her memory, that's all.
No, wait, come on. If you push her, then she might not ever get the truth, and it might not ever come out. Just let her think about it, and maybe her conscience will take care of the rest.
I guess you're right. Meet me at the police station after I finish up with Nora.
You got it.
Hope everything's okay with you guys.
Don't you have anything better to do than to spy on Antonio and I?
Oh, easy. I was just concerned.
I know what you were doing. You were looking for trouble, but come on, Kevin. I hate to disappoint you, but there isn't any. What do you want from me?
Jess, look, are you sure this is okay?
Christian, I told you, Joey's in Paris. Who's to know if I borrowed his car?
Well, then at least let me drive. I mean, I can handle a stick shift.
Like I can't? Excuse me, sir, but I have my permit already, and I got an A in driver's ed. Besides, I've driven this car before.
A young woman that knows her heart is not going to run away from her feelings, not if they're true feelings. Because she'll know she'll die a little death every night she spends away from the man she loves.
But a young woman of 15, she doesn't understand her true feelings. I mean, that's part of the tragedy.
Come on, Margaret. Think back to when you were 15. I know I can. Think about the woman I loved. Anything could have happened. War, plague, name it. Didn't matter. Love is everlasting. Can you remember that? Can you remember what it must have felt like to want to embrace love like Julia did? Even though her family had this idiotic war with Romeo's family. She wouldn't let anything stop her love. She gave herself freely. She was truly brave, Margaret. Truly brave.
Oh, Vicky, come on in. Gosh, you must have read my mind. I was going to give you a call later.
Oh, Marty, I'm very sorry to land on your doorstep like this, but I really need your help.
Stay the hell away from my wife.
Tell him if that's about being trapped in the library.
No, don't tell me it was some accident. You've been stalking her, just waiting for her to get alone. And then you pull this...
Is that what she told you? That I kept a prisoner in here? No, I didn't think so. The librarian locked us in here accidentally. And then the guard came a few hours later and let us out. If you don't trust your own wife, that's another story.
I was just here buying things, remember? Is it my fault that I ran into you looking all unhappy after your boyfriend?
Wait a second. Who said I wasn't happy?
From where I was standing.
You mean spying? Come on, Kevin. Look, I know you don't trust Antonio, but that's your problem. I told you where things stand between us.
Yes, it's over. I know. You made that quite clear. But if I see you going through a minor personal crisis that I might have...
Wait a minute. There you go again, imagining that we've got problems when there aren't any.
You weren't upset just now.
Yeah? So, I mean, come on. It had nothing to do with our personal lives. It certainly has nothing to do with yours.
But I bet it does have something to do with that woman behind the counter there.
I don't know.
Andy. I saw Antonio talking to her.
What, did you record their conversation? Maybe get a few pictures for the society?
What am I supposed to do? Turn the other way?
Yeah. Yeah, find another case. Or better yet, why don't you find another woman to dump on? The last time I told you, Antonio and I are none of your business.
That's our newest fragrance. Unforgettable. What do you think?
I think they named it right.
Folks are very precious. You should treat them with respect.
So are other men's wives.
Hey, boys. Boys. Don't you see the sign over there?
I was standing here minding my own business.
Yeah, right.
Look, Patrick. This is ridiculous. Let's move. Let's get away from here. Come on.
What was I supposed to do, Maggie? Man was trying to pick a fight with me.
Just turn the other cheek, all right? Brawling is frowned upon in the campus library, especially when one of the participants is trying to get hired.
If I have to walk on eggshells to impress the head of the English department, I'm not interested.
Give me a break. Joan tells me the job is yours if you want it. As soon as you meet the dean and flash that famous Irish wit. Come on, I'll walk you over there.
Wait a second, Thornhart.
Come on, Dylan, we don't want any trouble.
What is this about you taking a job here at the university?
Not that it's any of your business, but I may be working with the English department. Any other questions?
Yeah. Why?
Hey, you better work on that hook shot. Got some donuts. What's up?
Nothing. Nothing is up. One dead end after another. Judge Fitzwater refuses to give me a search warrant for Carlos' suite at the Royalton Arms.
Look, don't go blaming Judge Fitzwater, all right? Without some hard evidence, thanks. Without some hard evidence, there's no way you can build a case against Carlo.
Okay, what about Patrick Thornhart's deposition? Now, this guy swore under oath that Carlos' voice is Poseidon's voice.
Right. But look, you can't go to court based on Patrick's recollection of somebody's voice.
Well, then what are we supposed to do, Hank? We supposed to wait till he blows up the Palace Hotel before we have enough probable cause?
I'm on your side, all right? Look, the fact is, all you have is Patrick's memory of a blurred photograph that was taken by your nephew, Kevin, when he was in Ireland, up against Carlo's parade of alibis and witnesses.
Let's look at his so-called alibis, all right? Now, when Siobhan and Quilligan and Todd were all murdered, Carlo was in Geneva. When somebody tried to blow up the Palace Hotel, Carlo was in London. You see, Carlo is always anywhere where there's no trouble. Now, what does that tell you?
It tells me that there's no way to connect him to the men of 21 or any acts of terrorism.
Okay, then what about Inspector Bass, huh?
Right. The late Inspector Bass.
Exactly. Now, you tell me, if Carlo Hesser didn't have him killed to keep him quiet, then who did?
You tell that to a jury, they will laugh your butt right out of the courtroom.
Oh, they'll laugh. You want to laugh? Let me show you something. Look at Carlo's financial statements in this. It's nothing but stocks, bonds, real estate, you know. Nothing criminal, nothing the least bit shady at all. This thing reads like a damn comic book.
Right. Listen, Bo, you think what you want, all right? But if you go in there pushing too hard and too fast, Carlo's lawyers, I swear to you, they will sue you and this town, and I guarantee they're going to win.
I'll tell you what, Carlo and his lawyers, They don't intimidate me. Now, this case is gonna stay open until I say it's closed.
The man asked a fair question, Maggie. There's nothing left for me in Ireland. I lost my job at Trinity, I lost Siobhan. And if I stay here in Lanby, I can prove that Carlo was the mastermind behind her death and Todd Manning's.
Well, good. I'm glad we got that straight. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you're dedicated, all right, but not to the cops. You're on some one-man crusade to try and get my wife.
One more bloody time. I didn't mean to get locked in here with Margaret. Now, you can either take my word for it, or more importantly, hers, or you don't.
All right, maybe it was an accident, you guys getting locked in here together. But the one thing I do know, Marty can always count on me. Not just when it gets exciting. Day in, day out, all the time. So if you care anything about her, you stay away.
That's one thing we agree on. Margaret deserves stability and security. And she made a sacred vow before God. I'll honor that. The last thing I want is for her to be unhappy. And if that means staying away, so be it. You have my word.
Thanks. It's Jessica.
Oh, what? Something wrong with piano lessons?
Oh, Lord, no. I wish we could go back to those innocent days now.
Yeah, well, little girls have a way of growing up, don't they?
Much too fast. She's gotten herself involved. Well, she's gotten involved with a boy.
Oh, I know. Christian Vega. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, things have progressed well beyond anything that any one of us would have dreamed of. Clint and I and Carlotta, we are all very, very upset because they are headed for something that they are not remotely prepared for.
But are you talking about sex?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I look at her and I see her playing with dolls and her tea set. And I know that that's not fair to her. I mean, I tried to reach her on a more adult level. I've tried everything. I can't get through to her. And I'm worried. I'm worried because I'm afraid she's going to be hurt. And I don't want her to be hurt, but the way things are going right now.
What's wrong? Why'd you stop?
Don't be mad, okay? But I'm scared, Chris. I mean, I've never, hardly ever skipped school before. And taking my brother's car without asking.
Okay. Look, it's okay, all right? Look, why don't you just let me drive? I'll turn the car on and I'll take you home, okay?
But I don't want to go home. I mean, I feel like I don't even have a home anymore. Not when they tell me who I can't see and what I can do. Oh, God, it's so unfair.
I know.
Chris, I wake up thinking about you. I go to sleep thinking about you.
Well, you know, it's the same for me, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess we're both pretty pathetic, huh?
Maybe, but, you know what? I wouldn't trade places with anybody in the world.
Well, that's why I don't want to go back. I mean, Chris, when I'm with you, I feel afraid. You know, I can do what I want, feel what I want. Is that how you feel, too?
I know how I feel right now.
Oh, Andy, I was just about to beep you. You got this message. It's marked urgent.
All right, Theo, just go ahead and put it on my desk, okay?
If I were you, I wouldn't ignore this one. If you want to clear the name of Antonio Vega, meet me at the Waterside Inn. Whoever he is, he's got a real sexy voice.
Would you like to order now, sir? Yes, actually. Let me have a couple of dozen oysters, some toast points, smoked salmon, and caviar, beluga, and the wine list, please. Sir? Oh, I know, it's a little early, but I'm still on London time. Plus, I got some celebrating to do. Can't have oysters without champagne.
No, sir.
No, sir. Oh, whoa, no. Expect me, sir. Thanks.
Hey, who's the research assistant around here?
I just dug up some few things on my own. Pretty interesting case, don't you think?
These are notes on my case from 7 years ago.
Why you look so surprised? You told me the transcript would reveal some dubious decisions by the judge.
Yeah, but I didn't think you'd go through the whole record.
I read the whole thing. And you were right. You got a pretty raw deal the first time around.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, there's going to be a next time? I mean, you really think I could challenge?
Hold just a minute. Before we go filing for any new trial, you got to come up with something.
Oh, gotcha. How much?
Don't mean money. Evidence. Just because the judge missed.
Oh, no. Andy found an eyewitness who was there the night I killed the guy in self-defense.
Well, is this witness willing to come forward and say it under oath?
Well, not exactly.
Translation, please.
Well, she doesn't want to get involved. But now that I got you on my side... Thanks, Nora.
Where are you going?
To find Andy, and to find that reluctant witness and try to get her to start talking.
Oh, you must be bored out of your skull. Come on, I'm going to take you home. And then you can be free of me for the rest of the day.
Hey, do you hear me complaining? Besides, it's kind of nice being back on campus. All these students, you know, they don't know how lucky they are.
Didn't you go to college, Drew?
Sure, I went for one whole semester. This little junior college north of Atlanta. You know, and I did okay in my studies at first. You know, I had to hold down 2 jobs to make the tuition, and that's when Mom got sick. Come on, it's no big tragedy. Besides, who says you need a college education?
Well, why can't you pick up where you left off?
I don't follow.
Well, just because you dropped out doesn't mean you can't re-enroll in college, like right here in Landview.
Well, I can think of one big reason. I can't afford it.
Oh, ask your dad.
No way. I'm not going to lean on him.
You're not leaning on him, but would be proud to pay for your schooling. Consider it a gift, a loan, whatever you want. All right, if you feel awkward about it, then I'll ask him. Come on. Come on. Yeah?
Okay, so it's just you and me. Did you mean what you said to Dylan about honoring sacred vows?
Yeah, every word. Only got yourself to blame for that.
Me?
I never take things like sacred vows seriously. But you do, and another important to you, and you're right. You're living proof. You overcame your passion and your own selfish needs.
I don't think you should make me out to be a saint.
No, don't. Please don't. Don't sell yourself short. Not now. You got to meet Maggie. And truth be told, so did Dylan.
He really does love her, Patrick.
I know it's plain to see. I still don't believe that the best man won, but he's right when he says that he's a man that she can count on. And maybe he can give her that stable foundation that she so desperately needs. God, Maggie, I love her too much to take that away from her.
Then Dylan's question still stands, Patrick. Why are you staying in Landview?
Jess, you know, we can't stay here.
I know. We have to go someplace private, you know. Jessica Buchanan, are you lame or what?
What?
I can't believe I've never thought about this before. Forget about Philadelphia. Let's go to my mom's cabin.
Cabin? You mean like in the mountains and stuff?
Yeah. She doesn't open up till spring, but I know where she hides the key. Come on, we can be all by ourselves.
Well, yeah, that sounds great, but, I mean, those mountain roads, Jess, I mean, they're pretty icy and snowy still, you know?
Yeah, but my brother's car's got 4-wheel drive.
Jess? No, it doesn't.
Oh, Well, maybe it has front-wheel drive. It's the same thing, right?
So I just can't trust them to be alone anymore. Not for a while, anyway. I mean, they're so young and they're so headstrong. Marty, Jessica is so desperate to be a woman, to, you know, fly the nest. And I'm so afraid she's just going to cling to Christian and only Christian and totally cut herself off from everything else that she could be.
I remember when she started acting out, when you married Sloan. Well, I tried to be a big sister to her, as much good as that did.
It did a lot of good, believe me, a lot of good. And that's why I'm here right now. I need your help. I really do. She needs a big sister again. She needs somebody young enough that she can trust, wise enough who can help her to be true to herself.
Yeah. Vicky, I would do anything I could to help Jessica, but when it comes to being wise...
Why? What's wrong?
Is there a problem? Just Dylan and I.
You had a fight? Honey, that happens. It's part of marriage. It happens to everybody. I'm sure you'll work it out.
Yeah, well, this had something to do with Patrick. It was perfectly innocent. I fell asleep studying, and before you know it, I woke up and we're both locked in the university library.
Who's we?
Patrick was there. It was just a coincidence.
Did Dylan see it that way? Can't really blame him, can you?
No. Especially when Patrick keeps doing things like this. I love Dylan with all my heart.
You know, honey, I think maybe it's time that you let Mr. Thornhart know just exactly how he fits into your life or doesn't.
I've got no place in Margaret's life, but I can't imagine living my life without her. What would you have me do, Maggie? I'll make Dylan happy by jumping on the next plane to Ireland.
Oh, Patrick, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any answers. All I know is that you can't run away from your feelings.
Now, is that experience talking?
Yeah, as a matter of fact. I was ready to jump on a shuttle and head back to Boston because I thought it was the right thing to do. But the truth was, I was running back to the convent because I found myself attracted to Max Holden, and he to me. What?
Maggie, I'm shocked.
Really? Well, just because you put on a veil doesn't mean you stop being a woman. You know, you still have those feelings inside. Either you choose to deny them or you just work right through them.
Are you suggesting I become a nun?
You look really good in that wimple.
Yeah?
Yeah. But no, what I'm suggesting is that you stick around town and face reality.
Mr. and Mrs. Dylan Moody, right?
She made her choice, Patrick. And if you run back to Ireland now, you're always going to see Marty as this fantasy, you know, this imaginary angel. But maybe if you stay in town, you'll see her for the flesh and blood woman that she really is. It's the only way you're going to be able to get over her.
I'll never get over her, Maggie.
Maybe not. But if you can't control how you feel, at least you can control what you do. You don't have to do that alone. I'll tell you what, if you can help me keep Max in perspective, then I will do the same for you and Marty. What do you say? I got a deal?
We got a deal.
Hey, excuse me, miss. Are you a police officer?
Antonio, don't go sneaking up on me like that.
Who's sneaking? Look, I'm supposed to meet Andy here. Is she inside with the commish?
You mean she didn't let you know?
You know what?
Oh, I guess she wanted to keep, you know, to surprise you. Forget I said anything.
Linda, talk.
She got this message from some guy to meet her at the Waterside Inn. He says he has information that can wipe out that conviction against you.
You gotta be kidding me. At the Waterside?
That's what he says.
Oh! Thanks, Linda. Looks like my luck has just changed.
What do you think you're doing?
I know. I should have waited for you to join me.
No,
But to
come
tell
on.
you the truth,
I
I was...
mean sending a message over to the station that you've got information about Antonio. Now, come on, didn't I tell you
That
just...
Antonio and you were none of my business? Yes, I believe that's how you phrased it. But the reporter and me can't resist a good story. So, when I talked to Sonia over at the cosmetic counter, I got myself...
Come on, you did what?
I really wish you'd sit down and try some of this stuff. It's fantastic.
Didn't I tell you to mind your own business?
Yes, you did. But my curiosity got the best of me. And it wasn't long before I figured out why Antonio was talking to her. She can testify that he killed that guy in the pool room in self-defense.
She said that to you?
I said she could. I didn't say she would. It seems that Sonia was married during the time of the fight, but she wasn't with her husband the night at the pool hall. She was with some other sleazebag who provided her with cocaine in exchange for...
Yeah, I know.
You get the picture.
Yeah, you got her to tell you all this?
There's more. She also admitted that Antonio had no choice but to defend himself. That the other guy made the first move and came after him with a box cutter. Well, go ahead. You can say thank you now, Kevin.
Thank you?
Mm-hmm.
Look, you're lucky I don't just throw these stupid oysters in her face. I mean, Antonio said that he didn't want your help. And you're determined to play boy reporter and go after the information no matter what anybody else is going to say to you.
As the loyal girlfriend, you said all the right things. But be honest, Detective Harrison. Isn't this what a good cop is looking for? Rock solid evidence.
Sheila, look, I said I would be there, and I meant it. Yeah, well, I mean it this time, okay? All right, bye.
You got those house hunting blues there, Hank?
You know, you would think there was nothing else going on in my life. I mean, my daughter, she's running away from rehab, and she refuses to talk to me. You know, boy, I don't know which is tougher, marriage or fatherhood.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Every time it seems like I'm making headway with my son, Drew, all of a sudden I get called back here to headquarters.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for the coffee. Wish me luck, all right?
All right, good luck. Hank, let me tell you, you look for something rustic, okay? Big lawn, at least a 2-car garage, so that you have enough room for that lawn tractor.
You're cute.
Oh, what do you hear? What do you hear? It's a wonderful idea if I say so myself.
What is?
College.
College?
Yes. You see, Drew had to drop out because of his mother's illness, and he had to work 2 jobs. But you see, there's absolutely nothing stopping him from re-enrolling in Landview University now, especially since you are a trustee and you know the dean of admissions and you can talk to them. And of course, there's absolutely nothing wrong with tuition. That's not a problem either because you will happily pay for the bills.
Yeah, okay.
And so he can concentrate on his studies.
Honey,
and then
deep breath, deep breath. Take a deep breath, okay? Okay?
Yes.
Listen, that's a fine idea, but I don't want to push Drew into anything, you know, because college isn't for everybody, isn't it?
That's what they say. Of course, I didn't do half bad that one semester I had. But if it's too much to ask, I understand.
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I want to help you out if it's something that you want.
I'd be mighty grateful.
Good. It's a done deal then. It's settled. I'll call the dean. Yes.
Mr. Hester's lawyer is in Mr. Gannon's office. Says he needs to clear up a misunderstanding.
Oh, misunderstanding. Yeah. I got to do this. All right. Listen, we'll talk about this.
Sure.
All right?
Sure.
Yes. Drew? happy about this, aren't you?
Here, I know exactly what you need.
What, a foreign language?
No, love, romance, passion. There's someone other than Marty. Come on, Patrick. There has to be someone else around here that you like a little bit.
Well, yeah, there is. But Sister Maggie already's got a steady beau. Can't compete with him.
Come on. There's somebody that you've met that you find attractive, right?
Not really, no.
I've had those. But that's in the past. Look, you're gonna be this dashing new instructor here. You're gonna have women just tripping over themselves to sit at your feet. Come on, let's go sign you up.
All right. You know, I'll meet you there. Let me check out my new book first. Maggie. Thanks. I'd like to check this book, please. Excuse me, where did this come from?
It's the funniest thing. It was just returned by messenger. I think you did the right thing. Any regrets?
Only one. That I didn't ask you for advice earlier. Thank you.
Hey, I didn't do anything. I only told you what you already know. Marriage is a lot of work.
Marty. Come here. Hey, Vicky. Everything okay?
No. Oh, yeah. No, nothing's wrong. Vicky just stopped by.
I came by to ask a favor, that's all.
Yeah, and I would be glad to help, Jessica.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Dylan. Take care of her.
I will.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So, come with me.
What's wrong?
Just don't be asking a lot of questions. It has something to do with our future. It's okay. Come on.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Jessica, stay cool. Just stay cool, okay?
I hit it.
Look, we're both fine. What? What did you hit?
I killed it. I killed it. Oh, my God, the poor deer.
No, you missed it. I'm telling you, it went back in the woods.
No, you're just telling that to make me feel better. Christian, I saw the deer. I felt it hit us.
No, that was us. We were going over rocks when we came off the road.
Christian, I saw the deer. I felt it hit us. I felt it.
Jessica. You hit the brakes, you closed your eyes, and you started screaming. You missed it. It went back in the woods. I'm not lying. It got away, I promise.
I closed my eyes?
Yeah.
You're never supposed to do that. Oh, and I got an A in driver's training.
Well, you should have gotten a B. Well, you know what? It's not so bad that you didn't see that, because... Did you see what's over that fence over there?
Oh, it's a long way away, huh?
Yep.
Christian, the car's on fire.
Jess.
Oh, my God, the car's on fire.
The car is not on fire. That's just the steam from the radiator, okay?
Should I back up?
No, don't do anything, all right? I'm just gonna check it out, okay? Just relax, all right?
Okay, be careful.
I'll be fine.
Why do I do things like this? I am so stupid.
You're not stupid, okay? I mean, people have accidents all the time because of stupid deer.
My heart's going a mile a minute.
But just stay cool, all right? We may have to move a couple of things, and then we'll be,
Right. Exactly. It's probably no big deal. I always overreact, right? Probably just a flat tire or something.
Jess?
What? Something's wrong.
I think it's a lot worse than we thought.
I am very grateful to you.
To me. It's your father that's paying for the school.
That's only because you pushed me.
No, Drew, he just wanted to make sure the college was your idea, not mine. I mean, you know, because I kind of just get... I think you're all wrong about your dad. He's a very generous man. And there's nothing he wouldn't do for his family.
If you say so.
All right. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Open your eyes.
Ah! Oh, my God, it's a little tree.
Yeah, it's an apple tree, just like we had when I was growing up down on the farm in North Carolina.
Oh, I love it. I could just see our kids and our kids' kids swinging from the branches when we're old and gray.
Well, that is the idea.
Thank you. Thank you for being so understanding about last night.
Well, actually, I went and talked to Thornhill. And it was all I could do to keep from punching his teeth out.
Well, he's not worth it. I mean, he's going to be going back to Ireland.
No, he's not. He told me that he's taking a teaching position at Lambview University. And he said that he'd stay away from us, from you in particular. And if he is a man of his word, he will.
Yes.
My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep.
The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite.
Admit it. You like it. No, not the food. I mean that I got Sonia to talk. She can help establish that Antonio was acting in self-defense.
Oh, no, if she testifies.
What do you want me to do? Your whole job for you? All right, give me your badge. I'll go
All
down
right,
there.
now look, come on, I can handle it from here. And I guess I should say thank you.
You're welcome. But I wasn't acting out of the goodness of my own heart. Like I told you before.
I know you can smell a good story. But, you know, you still got me wondering, how did you do it? How did you get Sonia to open up to you?
I told you. I didn't get anybody to talk.
Woohoo. Blanc de Blanc, vintage 86.
Champagne before noon?
What else goes with oysters?
You know, you and your food. I guess some things just never change. Thanks.
You know, you're right. Some things don't.
Antonio, great news. Kevin got our witness to talk. Sonia's going to talk about what happened at the pool hall that night. Hear me? Come on, say something.